we're getting off to good starts. I'll say that in 2016 we're getting off to good starts. So had a lot of things rolling for us there. You know, we didn't have very good kick coverage, but we got a couple picks on the first two defensive positions, blocked a punt, we're scoring. So good job by our teams coming out ready to go. I think a lot of stuff we're doing on Fridays and Saturdays around here is starting to pay off in terms of our performance. Looking back at the game, it's 522 yards to 127, 41 to 3. I still think there's some things that we left out there. I told the team in the locker room, it's exciting that we can be victorious 41 to 3 and outgame the way we did. And I still feel like we can be better. I think this team has the potential to be better. So didn't finish some sacks and some tackles on defense. Sometimes we didn't tackle very well. Obviously got punt blocked, which is embarrassing. And then offensively, some red zone opportunities where we can be better in terms of getting touchdowns and not having self field goals. It's great to have Joel Skipper. He's a good weapon when we need him. But we have expectations here to obviously convert some of this stuff. So I'm excited. I'm excited about the potential of this team. I'm excited to get back to work here tomorrow as a staff and with these guys. And for the most part, I think we came out pretty healthy. We were missing 3 defensive starters there, 3 senior defensive starters. A lot of credit to some younger guys on the defensive side of the ball that stepped up. And this 3 points is on the punt team. Our defense controlled the line of scrimmage the entire time. Didn't matter who was in there, and that was good to see on that side of the ball.
How important was it to get that kind of performance from the defense, Matt? Especially considering the last couple of games, nothing leaking too bad, but they have what you did today compared to the last couple of games.
Yeah, I think that the biggest thing I don't think we've given up a touchdown in the first half, obviously. Mm-hmm. So we're getting off to good starts. The third quarter's the past couple of games, Pete. Some of that's on our defense not getting off the field third down. Some of that's got to be on our offense not staying on the field too. And so I felt like today with the special teams and things like that, we helped our defense out and allowed them to be out there. And obviously getting those two turnovers at the beginning of the game was really key. Getting those at that point in time. So we knew heading in that it was a favorable matchup. We felt like their strength of their team was a running game. I think the strength of our defense is our defensive line and linebackers. So we felt good about the matchup. And I think that kind of bore out as the game went on. So we take everything within context. This is not as strong offense as we've played the past couple of weeks, but still for our guys to step up and control line of scrimmage is huge.
I wanted to ask you one thing about the defense. Is that you guys still haven't allowed a touchdown in the first half? How much pride do you guys take into that?
Honestly, we don't really look at stats like that. If it happens, it's testament to our preparation for the game, and going out there and executing our reads and our systems every play. But as far as not giving up a touchdown in the first half, it's not really a stat that we. I didn't even know that until Coach Mitch just said that. It's not something that we really talk about. It's just more being disciplined on the field, and if we're disciplined, we do the things that we're coached to do. That's what happens.
Art, you were nodding in agreement when Coach said the offense isn't staying out of the field long enough the third quarter. Are you bored with the big leads, or what's the deal?
I think we're just got to come out and be more excited to play and adjust. Today when we came out for the second half, Truman State, they were showing a different front that they've been playing the whole game, and we just didn't adjust well to it to start off. So that's something we got to work on adjusting. But we trust in the coaching staff. We watch the film and the players. We know it's on us. We're put in great positions. We just got to go out and execute and come excited to play in the second half. And it hasn't just been in games that have been blowouts. It's been in close games too. So we got to get it going in the third quarter.
Help some of the guy with wheels over there.
Yeah.
Was it impressive to you to be able to turn in what you did defensively? I'm going back to the defensive side again. I know Collinson didn't know about that, but stats or not, what you guys have been able to do in the first half of games has been pretty impressive.
Yeah, I think it's been impressive. I think it's what Grand Valley football is all about. I think it's coaches and players working together. I think that if you ask our players, they have confidence that our coaches are going to put them in some good positions. We have a lot of defense in. We're able to have a lot of defense in because we have some veteran defenders on that side of the ball. And then our coaches have a tremendous amount of confidence in our players, to execute this stuff and make some adjustments on the sideline. And like I said, I'm proud of that unit from the standpoint we had no David Talley, we had no Garrett Pugnier, and we had no Marquez Goldman. Those three are all conference players, and potentially, and have some of them have been all American players. So to go out there without 3 senior starters and still be able to do what you do, I think that some of those early game when we got those guys in some of those blowouts. I think that helped us. Week 7 we had some guys nicked up. I think that allowed us to, like Isaiah and Conson, redshirt freshman linebacker, he played a lot tonight. He played a lot on defense, he played a lot on special teams. And I'll watch the tape, but it didn't feel like he was way out of position at the time. He was actually making some plays. And so his early experiences the first 3 games really helped out a lot of those kids.
So you got enough faith in your running defense that you can put more pressure on the quarterback?
Well, I think what we've got is we can stop the run effectively. We get them into some 3rd and longs, and then we've got a great set of things that we can do. We have pass rushers from the defensive line position. We have pass rushers at the linebacker position, and I think we talk about Colin and David. They're really effective rushing passers. So we do some things to kind of juice up some fronts and looks and put pressure on quarterbacks. So we're not easy to face on 3rd down. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of variety of things that can come at you. It's not all pressure. Sometimes rush 3, rush 4, but there's just a lot of different looks. So that's what run defense allows you. You're out of 3rd and short. You're in a lot of 3rd and longs when you're good on 1st and 2nd down.
And Nick, you led all receivers today statistically. You had that 30-yard touchdown in the first half. It's kind of reminiscent of the touchdown last week against Ferris. Just for you individually, just what's been working for you on offense?
Really just the play calling. I mean, and Bart being able to deliver. I know on the screenplay that I was able to break free on, the O-line did a great job of clearing everyone up, and I saw no one in front of me. So, I mean, it really just starts with the guys up front helping me out.
Good.
Great, thanks guys.
You want. All right. Obviously, had to feel good getting off to that start. You get 2 picks, block punt in the first 3 possessions for them. So it felt good on homecoming to get off to that good start.
Yeah, needed to, and we've done that. Pretty good job in 2016. Opening kickoff wasn't great, didn't hit it great. They got a little bit of field position to start, and they hit a couple things, but tried to run, play back into the boundary. I think it was Alton Voss tipped it up, and rare that your nose guard gets a pick. But now we've got back-to-back weeks where defensive linemen have gotten picks, and that elevated us there and went down. Pretty much Martavis Carter show, scoring, had a really nice run there. And then, we get another pick, and then obviously, blocking the punt was huge. So a lot of redshirt freshmen there. I was glad they made a play on that. So, yeah, jumping out 21-0 lead was exactly what we needed. Got the crowd into it, the homecoming crowd, a lot of former players on the sideline. And when you have a team like Truman State that comes into this environment for the first time since 2013, new kids, it's important that you get off to a good start and maybe extinguish a little bit of their emotion at the beginning of the game.
How do you feel like starters on starters? You had some advantage up front, and then it's tough to prepare for the speed of our guys.
Yeah, I talked about that in the locker room pregame. I talked about how this has got to be a power game, and power is about force and strength, but also velocity. And that we had to make these guys feel that. It was important that we got off to a good start and really try to play some power football. And I thought for the whole night, just watching the line of scrimmage, our defensive line really did a good job controlling their offensive line. There wasn't a whole lot of running room in there. And so we were very much in control there. And then even on our offensive line, there were some times they hit us with a couple movements, which we knew they were going to do, but we were getting some push, and our backs were getting 5, 6, 8, 10 yards pretty consistently, and we were able to establish that.
Biggest thing here today also, you're able to get guys in. You were down some starters today, defensively, but it really took it. You were able to lament the fact that you were able to get guys earlier in the year in, and they had to come through today.
Yeah, it's huge. I think the fact that we were aggressive the first, 3 games specifically, and we're able to in the second half of one completely, and basically the fourth quarters of a couple games, get some redshirt freshmen in defense, offense, and special teams, I think really helped us tonight. As you mentioned, we're down 3 senior defensive starters and 3 all-conference, potential all-American type guys. And there's a lot of defenses that would not be able to absorb that hit. And they're nothing major, but that's football. It's going to happen. So to have some guys like Isaiah and Conson, Deshaun Hurley, step in, and Grant Post has been playing great in the absence of Pierre Prunier, to have those guys in there and playing and still doing that, I think it's just good for our football team. We get those guys back, we're just stronger, and our team is stronger. You good?